There's the lending side, so if somebody needed a loan, and then there's the investment side if somebody had extra money they wanted to invest in. Let's start with the lending side. What is the typical collateral that would be put up for something like this, and also the typical client that comes to you asking for a loan?
Well, the typical client or the typical collateral is always going to be, in our organization, it will always be some nice piece of real estate. In our organization, it's going to be in Orange County or coastal Los Angeles and San Diego, or demographics where they're the most desirable places to own real estate. That's kind of our boutique target market. So that is going to be the security for our investment. The borrower that comes to borrow money, and that's the number one question people ask when they get into trust deed mortgage fund investing. Why in the world would someone come and borrow money from a guy like you or a company like yours and pay 8 and 9% when banks are making loans at 4%? And the reason is that they need the money generally yesterday or last week. They need the money now. It's timing driven. Most great opportunities or investment opportunities, people are buying and flipping properties. They're taking advantage of different business opportunities, and generally they need the money today. And so they pay a little bit more freight on the interest and fees because they're taking advantage of opportunities. We have a borrower today that has a bankrupt lender, Ditech, who went out years ago, has an existing almost $1 million second trustee that went through bankruptcy, all kinds of stuff. He has the opportunity to pay that $1 million loan off for $140,000. So it's worth a lot of money for him to take advantage of borrowing our money to save himself almost $800,000, $900,000 on buying paying off a discounted note. So the reason that people borrow are a lot of different reasons, but it's always an opportunity. Timing drives it. The borrower type drives it. For instance, LLCs, family trust, different types of trust or corporations are big reasons why people come and borrow money from a private money lender, as well as property types, lending in the beach communities. We end up with a lot of unique different types of properties. We have a lot of loans in places like Corona Del Mar where they're only 3,000 or 4,000 square foot commercial retail buildings, and commercial retail lenders want 300,000 square foot centers. They don't want 3,000 square foot centers. So they just, because of the type of property, they fall out of the lending guidelines. And so that's primarily why people, where we originate, borrowers seeking this type of finance.